really said, man, this dude is like, he's a young dude. But he was like saying, I mean, for the first time, he was like, people, he was saying, he said people was asking him, I was asking him questions that nobody ever asked him. Because I don't understand, I know the real freeway Ricky Ross. I know about him. I don't know about, I mean, the dude that started the whole, drug game up in LA. That's the real Ricky Ross, who's now, rehabbed and trying to turn his life around. So I mean, this dude, I know he was with the Def Jam thing, and I just wanted to really get it, because we got the flight from Lagos, 12 hours. So I got all goddamn night. And he's got his papers and he's writing his rhymes, got his Dr. Dre headphones, and we had a real conversation, man. I felt for the first time, it's like straight up, man. It's like, this is what, and he said he comes from a poor family. He always wanted, he said, I was a fat, chubby kid, and I see these things in my hood. I wanted these things. My family come from, outside Memphis and Arkansas and all that. And I just said, well, I mean, for what you come from, I guess your family is proud. But we had a real good conversation. And I just said, well, damn, man, ain't nobody having a conversation with these dudes. Like the dude that signed them or the people that work around them. They ain't having no straight up older male to Rick Ross conversation. They all like, I ain't all about anybody. Now, if I saw the president, I'd be, oh, shit, for real? But I ain't gonna, trust me, I ain't looking at no rapper and be like, oh my God, no, not me. So we manned up in a conversation, and I was like, okay, we will contact each other. Now, T-Pain, I had issue with. But I was sitting next to somebody and said, I ain't gonna bring it up, because I wanted to talk to him at that hotel. And I asked him straight up and down, because my daughter said when he was at Clark, he had some kind of thing going on where they brought him for homecoming, and he's got this policy that nobody look at him. Like he's Dr. Spock or some shit. I was like, what the fuck is that about? Because, when I hear that shit, it's like, yo, man, be careful of the feet you step on, because it might be attached to that ass you're going to have to kiss. All right? So I just wanted to ask him a question about what is that about? Because one thing that this music has gotten away from is gotten away from public relations and policy on how to treat people right. And the separation between fan and artist has gotten sloppy. And not because of the artists, but it's the lack of infrastructure has allowed the inmates to damn near fucking run the asylum. Excuse my language on that. And so therefore, is it their fault? It's the lack of people who've been my age who want to profit off of them and not be able to tell them the right thing and give them the guidelines. Regardless of what y'all see about sports, they might act as wild as they want. But David Stern got that NBA in check. Trust me. Trust me. They might be beefing to themselves, biting their lips. David Stern throwing a fire on everybody. NFL, man, Goodell, what's his name, Goodell? Mm-hmm. Yeah, your ass will be out the league if you think it's about you. So somebody say, oh man, but artists are different. Artists ain't different, because you know why? Each one of them signed a damn contract. If you made them sign a contract, you could actually guide them in order so they could have a career as a professional, to be able to be servants to the public instead of pimping the public. And that's why hip hop and rap is not where it is like rock or even R&B. R&B, they'll get on their knees because they know they got to get on their knees to serve the audience. Rock, Metallica, man, they come into place and they scare the hell out of you. They scare the hell out of you because they got 3 million people that will beat your ass for real. So I mean, so I like to see at least, artists could do their thing, man. Managers have been sloppy, they've been pimps. Labels have been, come on, like record companies are shady. I mean, that's understood. Lawyers all looking out for themselves. I've seen lawyers play games where they represent the record company and they represent the artist in the same conversation. Man, what this conflict of interest there? You get paid from both sides and the artist end up losing out. I've seen, all right, is it all about promoters? I've seen promoters jerk the artists. Also, I've seen artists jerk the promoters, like artists not showing up on time. Now, all this stuff doesn't make no sense, especially if you're collegiate. You get a job, you get a business, Everybody talk about, yeah, they entrepreneurs. Y'all reading 5 stories or 10 stories from the same 10 people. I tell people, I say, if you ain't had no job, how the hell are you going to have a business? Because everybody in your business is going to have a job that you don't want. You know, I don't want business. Yeah, but who's going to work for you? I tell people, ain't no job you should be ashamed of. I worked 17 jobs before I became an artist or a person that was in the music business. And 17 jobs from 17 years old to 26. And not a single one of them jobs I regretted. Didn't mean I had to stay at the job. I just moved on to another job. There was no job that was like beneath me. How the hell is a job gonna be beneath me? I ain't paying myself. Anytime somebody pay you to do a job, you do the goddamn job. You don't do the job, you don't want to do the job, you quit. Go up to like, yo, can I take you, run up to a place where somebody, I'm ordering, customer service in this country is terrible. It's just whack. Well, let me tell you, you go to South Africa, I don't care if the person black, white, green, or brown, man, customer service is like, you know, I got a job and I'm giving you 150%. This is my job. So I honor this job. You know? Here it's like, yeah, I'm only at this job because my daddy want me to be here. It's like, what? God, take your order, please. Really mean that. It's like, yo, you gotta, I don't care. You know, there's no such thing as a whack job. They paying you, you do the damn job. You already see the TV show, Dirty Jobs. That's a dirty job. But you know what? When you do that job, they pay you. You look, either you have a job or business or no job. There ain't no other option. You come to school, after you get out, either you're going to have a job or a business or no job. Think about it. What else you going to have? So if you go from here into the job market, honor your job until you say, you know, I'm done with this job, and you leave. If you're going to go into business, try to figure out what kind of business you're going to have. And then the next thing is how you treat people that's going to work for you or work with you. Collegians. You know, and last but not least, be proud of yourself, because this society is quick to dish y'all and disrespect y'all. I just want y'all to know that, you know, I came here to talk about rap, race, reality, and technology. I'm here to give you the reality of where y'all at, and it's not as far back as you think. You are far ahead. Just stay there. Use your logic, rationale, and deductive reasoning to help you and others guide around. I mean, you know, like I said, action is the best example, but make sure your word is your bond too. You know, my last statement is that somebody had the nerve to tell me, is like, yo, man, words ain't enough, man. You know, we need action. We need action. Let me tell you, words is everything. Words could start wars. Words could stop them. You as collegians, you know, when you do the deed, you only can do the deed for one person, or maybe you can do the deed of 2 or 3. If you're doing the deed of 4 people and it's 4 of y'all in the room and you're doing the deed of 4 people, then you a fool. Your word gotta move those other 3 people to do the work that you're doing as one. That's why words are everything. And if a rapper got words, I tell cats all the time, man, make your words more powerful. Get bigger words, get better words. If your words are limited, man, then, I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you, man. Words are artillery, especially you're a rapper. You only know one language and barely that. That means you got to stick to that one and come up with better words. And if you can't come up with better words to move people, then you're doing the wrong damn thing. Right? You can yell at people and say the same word over and over again. You know, you can say you fancy 150 times. After a while, the word got to move. Got to move something. That's why I say that the president's the ultimate rapper. Because his words, man, his words move. His words move the crowd. I like how he sounds. I like what he says, and I like how he thinks. You know? Anyway, don't clap for me. If you decide to leave, just go. But my email address is chuckd@publicenemy.com. It's simple. I say it once. I tell people, if you can't remember that, you don't need to have it. And you can tweet me at Mr. Chuck D, MRCHUCKD. I could say that one again. Because I don't, you know, one thing about 140 characters, I ain't got to go, I like just giving people 140 characters. I truncate my whole year. Yeah, right. Boom. It's done. What do you mean by that? Come on. It's Mr. Chuck D, MRCHUCKD. We're going to do about 20 minutes of Q&A, and we'll go. But hey, like I said, yourself, be yourself, and hold on to your own mind. That's the minds are the real estate of the millennium. They want to get people to give their minds away, not just sell them. So minds are the real estate of the millennium. They've built inner cyber worlds, they've built inner worlds inside the souls of people. So you want to hold on to your opinion. You don't want to be swayed by something that feels funny to you or might not be accurate to the data that you know that's out there. So hold on to your mind as best as you can. Hold on to yourself and your souls. All right? Thank you. All right? So.